Hello everyone. It's Teresa with Critters Crochet, and I have several things that, excuse me, or a couple of things, not several, that I want to talk to you about this morning. This video is going to be, first of all, our last book look for the month, and then I want to talk to you about our Decade Divas, the collaboration that Shannon from the Spoonie Stitcher and I have been working on. It's getting down to the wire, and so there's some things about it that I want to talk to you guys about. So, first off, our book look. The book I have today, I decided on it because of my Technique Tuesday that I did this week. I showed you how to crochet a triangle shape, and I thought, well, why not just show this book? This is called Beyond the Square Crochet Motifs. So if you are looking to maybe do a project instead of with just squares, maybe you want to do circles or triangles or ovals or diamonds, this is an awesome book. It is by Edie Ekman. I think it's Edie Ekman. And there's 144 different shape patterns in this book. But let me show you some highlights of why I love this book. She goes into discussing like an intro, but she talks about how to determine the amount of yarn you need. Um, uh, Nose length measurement. She says, before you start a motif, hold the end of a tape measure in your hand and measure the distance between your outstretched hand and your nose. Make a note of that distance, and that's called your nose length, okay? Pull out several nose lengths worth of yarn and tie a loose knot at the end of that section. Begin stitching your motif. If you complete the motif before you reach the knot, measure the distance that remains and multiply that number of nose lengths you pulled out to the number of inches in your nose length. Anyway, it's just different fun stuff like that about how to measure, what kind of yarn is good, sizing and gauge. It also goes into some of the vocabulary. What does an asterisk mean in a pattern? What do parentheses and brackets mean in a pattern? Different abbreviations, those kinds of things. Let's see. They show you how she has tons of pictures in this book too. How to make a slip knot, how to begin your round, how to change your colors when you're making your motif. If you're doing multiple colors, how to end the round. How to make a seamless join, an invisible join. Let's see, color combinations. She talks about that. The join as you go method, which I love because you don't have to stitch everything together once you're done. How to solve problems, like if you're making a circle and it gets real wavy and wobbly, she shows you how to make it flat, what to do to keep it flat. Let's see, what else? Different edgings. This is a real neat page. It kind of gives you some inspiration of making your motifs and using them as patches, covering buttons, putting on the bottom of a shirt. Just some different things you can do with these shapes that I thought was neat. So then it just breaks it up. They have a section on circles. So they have a section on how to make circles. Let's see, the next section is hexagons, different kinds of hexagons. Okay, make sure I'm not skipping anything. section on triangles. Squares. That's the next section. Let's see. And then she has a section, unusual shapes. Now let me get into this. I'll show you a little bit more detail on this section. Unusual shapes. You've got a pentagon. You've got a pentagon. You've got a half circle. A heart shape and an oval. Not sure what you call V, but here's two other shapes. Not sure what you would, that looks like more like a heart over here, but not sure what you call this shape. But it's pretty neat. There's a pentagon and a different other half circle. Here's a couple more. These shapes are just, it's just neat. Let's see. There's a starfish-like shape. Let's see if I can find something different. Look at that one. That one's pretty. Let's see. I guess this would be like, I guess you could call this like one of those loofah things. Cool. A rectangle. Oh, this is neat. I want to try this. I since I got this book, I've been wanting to try this. Interlocking circles, which is cool. And another star. And then you've got she's got graphs back here. And you can use these templates, and she's got them broken up into different kinds of sections. Like this one is 3, 6, 12 segments, 4, 8, 16. And you can use these, you could copy these off and use these to design your own. There's a 5 segment to design your own motifs, however you say it. She's got a section on arranging and attaching your motifs together. And that's basically it. But this is a great book if you want to get into learning how to make shapes for different projects. So I think this is a really neat book, and you should get it. And I'll have it linked in the description box for you. So on to our Decade Divas. I'm not going to make this real long. Just want to do some highlights and tell you where we're at. And I will also have Shannon at the Spoonie Stitcher. She did an excellent video that details the Decade Divas and how you can be a part as a content creator. And I will put that link to that video in the description box. Here in maybe another month, a few weeks to a month from now, we will be coming back on with a video explaining how, if you are not a content creator, there's going to be a way for you to join in as well. And we will have that out in a few weeks. But if you are a content creator and you want to be a Decade Diva and you've been thinking about it, Shannon and I have been talking about this since the first of the year. So, and I think we may have even spoke a little bit about it before Christmas last year. But if you would like more information, watch the video that I have linked in the description box. If you would like to be a Decade Diva this year, you need to email either me or Shannon, and I will also put both of our emails in the description box. And you want to send us an email and let us know that you want to be a part of Decade Divas. Now, here's what we're doing. I just completely lost my train of thought. Where was I going? All right. You are committing as a Decade Diva this year. You will be committing to posting one video on the day that Shannon and I assign you your video day. You're going to do one video with one project on that one day. Okay? And you have to tag Shannon and I in the video, but Shannon is typing up a whole thing that you can copy and paste that will be in an email we send you, and you will copy and paste and put that in your description box. It will say something about the Decade Divas and what we're doing, and it's also the list of all the Decade Divas that have joined in for this. So your name right now, I think we counted last night, and counting Shannon and I in this group, we are up to, I think, 42 Decade Divas. So we have passed our goal of 40. So that's awesome. And so we still can take more, guys. We can still take more. We're not stopping there. If you still want to be a Decade Diva, I'm going to talk to you about that in just a second, but you still have time. So you're going to copy and paste. We're going to send out an email with your date of when your video should be posted. And then you will have in that email, you will have a section that you can copy and paste and put right in your description box. And like I said, it will have a list of all the content creators involved. So right now we're at 42. That means, excuse me, I'm sorry. That means that your channel will be shared out on 41 different channels. That's amazing. 41 people sharing out your name and your channel name. So that's great exposure. And so you're going to get that video, you're going to get that email with your date. You're going to get all that to set everything up. There in that email, not only will it be the date and what you need to put in your description box, but we will also give you some things that you must do as a Decade Diva that we require. Nothing major, just a few couple little things. One of them being, like I said, tagging Shannon and myself. Now, something else that we want you guys to do as Decade Divas, and you need to really start it now, if you haven't already, but especially once you get your date of when your video is going to come out, we would appreciate it very much if you start advertising on your channel about Decade Divas. We want as many people, as many views as possible on these videos. And the way to get the views is by telling people all across your social media platforms about Decade Divas and when the videos are coming out. So we want everybody to advertise, advertise, advertise. Mention it in your videos. Create a post on your community tab. If you have Instagram, post it on there. Just we want to get the word out because we're mainly doing this so that you guys get exposure for your channels, especially those of you who are smaller and are looking to grow your subscription numbers. We want you to be able to grow your channels, and so that's why we need everybody advertising and talking about Decade Divas. If not at this moment, especially after we give you your date, you need to start occasionally in your videos mentioning Decade Divas. There's going to be a hashtag that you will use in your videos that will be in the email. So let me think if there's anything else. Like I said, I'm really bad about forgetting certain details, but Shannon is amazing at the details. So her video explaining everything will be in the description box. I encourage you to click on it, even if you're thinking for just a little bit that you might want to become a Decade Diva this year. Do it. It's going to be, watch the video and then let me or Shannon know that you want to be a diva. I was going to say something and it just left me. What was it? Oh, your date for your video will be either in September or October. Okay. If you prefer a certain month over another, let us know that in your email and we will honor that. We will do our very best to honor that. We have 42 of us, so we're going to do our best to honor your suggestion. But just know that we've got so many to schedule. We'll work it out. We'll try our best to work it out. So please let us know if you prefer September or October, or if you don't care which month we put you in. So here's the big thing. If you're still undecided about Decade Divas but you're still thinking about it, you have until Monday the 31st, this month, this coming Monday the 31st, to get us your email. We are cutting off the time at 10:59 Central, 11:59 Eastern PM. That is 1 minute before 11 Central Time, 1 minute before midnight Eastern Time. We've chosen that time for the cutoff because Shannon and I are going to need a lot of time to get everyone scheduled and get emails out to everyone, so that we want to do it then, so that we have the first week or two in April to do that and to get you the information that you need, so that you have plenty of time to work on your projects. And I know some people that have committed to this already have already started on their projects. I've started on mine already. And so if you start on yours when we send you the date, then you're still looking at 5 months to work on your project to get ready for Decade Divas. So we want to be sure that you have plenty of time. And here's the great thing. If you finish your project before your date, let's say you've already started your project and it's 2 or 3 months out, whatever, but you have finished before your date, the great thing about YouTube is you can upload your video to YouTube and you can schedule it for when it posts on your channel. So if you get your project finished early, I would highly suggest that you go ahead and upload it and schedule it to appear on your date. That way, if something comes up, your content's still going to go out, and you don't have to worry about contacting us to say, sorry, I can't do this. Your video is already posted. It's there, it's scheduled, and it will post on your day in case something comes up. So that's a good way to remedy that. So don't worry about when we give you your date of, oh, I just don't know. Go ahead and work on your project, get it done early, and schedule your video to post on your date. And then that will alleviate any problems, and your video will be good to go. So yeah, that's all I wanted to hit on. I really, really encourage you guys to contact me and let me know, or Shannon know, that you want to be a Decade Diva. It's still not too late to join, y'all. We have until just before midnight Eastern, just before 11 Central on the 31st for you to let us know that you want to be a Decade Diva. And I know of some that are out there that are thinking about it. You just haven't made that commitment yet. But guys, you're going to have 5 months to work on your project. That is tons of time. And it doesn't have to be this massive, elaborate project. It doesn't have to be huge. It could be something as a simple little scarf or a cowl. It could be a granny square with the colors of the 70s. It does not, or you can go big and elaborate. Now, if you finish a project early and you think you have time and you want to do more than one, you're welcome to do that. We're only asking you for one. That's the only requirement, is just one. But if you would like to do more, you can. That's up to you. So that's all I have to say about that. Check out Shannon's video for more details. And I'm thinking probably in May is when we will have another video out, letting all of you that are not content creators know how you can participate, because we're still working on the details of that. So I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. I have got a little bit of crocheting to do, and then I've got a lunch date. A girl that I was really good friends with in school. We are meeting today for lunch. We have not gotten together in a long, long time. Family, jobs, everything else has just kept us so busy. And we've made the decision to get back in contact and spend some time together. So we're going to go have lunch together today, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait. She was my absolute best friend when I moved here. She was the first person to come up and say hi and tell me who she was. And we instantly became friends, and we were friends all the way through high school. And I love her to pieces, and I cannot wait for this lunch date. So I'm going to finish getting ready for that, maybe do a little crocheting, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And we'll just I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. Oh, yes, I do too. I've gotten a couple of things in the mail, and I'm going to share those with you tomorrow. So I will see you on Friday. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.